hello to the Lord with my sincerest regards. Why the rising and tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? Is it survivor's remorse that raised higher the course? During the year of the horse, I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They keep my homie. I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigerian cloth. They told a story about him having a malaria cough. They tried to say he had a that was clearly a torch. I hold the fury so they fear me, but it nearly was washed. Expecting me to be forgiven like it really was squashed. But I have seen so much that I can never be hushed. I've been the bearer of a burden that is heavy as a pure legacy. Incredibly, I'll never be touched. And
it was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. And first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find an aggressive call on second.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd down. This is Mendoza. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Oh, big hitter by the Raiders. 33 yards.
33 yards on the play.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And off to Jeanty. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
Looking inside the red zone. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
And this throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. That's 4th down. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. And now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he gets home. Touchdown, Chargers. Omari on Hampton. Going more than half the field, 74 yards. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Drive starts with Genty. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Well, you taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
This is Genty on second. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35.
37-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He finds Johnston. He doesn't get the chance to add on to that. This still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun give to Hampton. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back to throw, here's Herbert. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Herbert now. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. The Chargers have an early lead. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Herbert back to throw. That one's complete. Amarion Hampton. And he gets home. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Amarion Hampton. Got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. Dicker on now for the PAT. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark because this one is up and through.
Chargers 13, Raiders 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He rolls to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
It's Mendoza. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Genty from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. This is Mendoza. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play, put so much down into that defense and that defensive coordinator too. I certainly don't mind completions nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Mendoza escapes the pocket. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Genty has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Goes to the hurry up here.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
Genty again. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting the 1st down, just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Turned away from the goal line on the Looking for it with Genty. And he runs it across. Touchdown!
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. And I'll start out with Hampton. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting runs like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Draw play here, Hampton. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. Oh, man, that was like a feeding frenzy out there, Brock. Draw play against the blitz. Defenders just rushing over each other to be the one to sit him down.
That is a total boom or bust call. If you can run by those blitzers, great. But if they got those Mike Singletary eyes staring you down and feasting, they're going to finish.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down. Herbert. And off his hands and incomplete. So that drop means they failed to convert on 3rd down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Mendoza now. That's complete to the back. Ashton Genty. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. And that sets up a Raiders 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Now Mendoza. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And give him the 1st down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
To Brock Bowers. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Raiders.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Mendoza. Has it at the 7. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Genty can't fight past that line, and they stop him at the 3. And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that 2nd touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
He's got it. Running for the pylon and in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty. Give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Power squib kick is taken in. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing now, Herbert. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
On 2nd down, Herbert lasers this one deep down the middle. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Jeremy Chinn has got it. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, just take it all the way back to the house. It required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. First play, they'll give it to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and a chance to add to this lead.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another give here to Jency. Escapes the defender. He cuts it right. He makes it in for the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Gay to add the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And lead now up to 18 points.
31, Chargers 13.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. play, bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Now Herbert on 2nd down. He's in trouble, and they're going to get to him again. So now pause for an injured player, and this is a big one. It is Justin Herbert who's in some pain. He's being attended to after that play. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go. 45, wide.
To the air, Lance. And over the middle, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped with a good ways still to go. Defenders rallying to that completion. That forces 4th down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, these horizontal east to west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Mendoza working. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's Genty running right. Still going past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Mendoza running the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to dive forward to end the play. Add an extra yard or 2 on it. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the snap to Mendoza. They stop it after about a 5-yard gain. Man, he's good enough for a fresh set of downs.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's a screen play to Genty. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Genty runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Gay with the point after. And they continue piling onto this lead.
Raiders 38, Chargers 13.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On second down, Herbert. He's got Hampton underneath. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the air on third and long. Chased out to his right. Oh, Herbert lost the football. But the Chargers were the first to get to that one, so he'll stay with them.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down. J.K. Scott in.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Chargers who have it to start the fourth quarter. Now, this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
At the Chargers' 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Giving this to Genty. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Mendoza on second. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Matching last week's effort with that sack.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. They will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Here's Genty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a taunt to the other sideline, Brock, before they declined that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good in love and football. Just a good little penalty taunt.
Chargers 13.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's dealt it just a yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Play action now for Herbert. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So now it's going to be third and long.
Okay, I would characterize this one as a clunker. I mean, just in every way, and especially here in the second half. This defense has just dominated this poor offense.
Third and long for him here. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that's going to make it first down Chargers.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. This is a heater going deep. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us, and when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. Larry Ogunjobi. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He's got it at the 24. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Raiders moments away from a 2-0 start.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
He and this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.